What's the word? Y'all already know what it is. Welcome back to Urban Grind Radio, the only internationally syndicated hip-hop show from Phoenix to London. I'm your host, Thought Boy Zello, man, a.k.a. SMG Zello, the Talk A Lot artist, man.
Man, it's your boy, Sinister the Entertainer, a.k.a. Mr. Sinister Music Group, man. And we're back. Today we're joined by a true legend in the game. Grammy-nominated, multi-platinum producer, Raja Bangs, everybody, a.k.a. Ricco Lumpkins.
Ricco Lumpkins, a.k.a. RB. That's a new nickname.
What up, man? What up?
How you feeling today, brother?
Man, shoot, blessed. And truly blessed. I mean, based on just how life, takes us in different directions, man, I can just say that I'm just glad to be breathing and have the wits and the air in my lungs, bro. Blessed.
Man, I most definitely can feel that. Air in your lungs is very important.
Oh, yeah.
It is very important, man. So,
Absolutely.
So from TLC to Coco Melon Scores, you done it all. Man, come on. Welcome everybody again, Ricco Lumpkins, man. Come on.
Man, it's crazy. It's a blessing to have you sitting with us, man. Like, what sparked your passion for production?
Well, so take it back to like the 80s, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna tell my age here, but I started playing in the church, playing drums. My dad was a pastor, a preacher, so coming from Rockford, Illinois, we were in a band. And so we played music like Prince, The Time, like the whole Minneapolis sound. So we was that kind of band, pop funk band, and I played drums and percussions there. But I had always played drums in my dad's church. And so what we did is we had a crew in Rockford to where we started our own like project studio back in the 80s because we had the equipment. So I was always that geek, that tech guy. And so I helped put the equipment together. Like back then with MIDI stuff, it was a whole bunch of like, cables we had to connect for everything. Like it's not just a laptop nowadays, but we physically had to connect gear. And so seeing how my boy was producing, rest in peace, he just passed away, but Willie Crawford, that was my guy, but he actually taught me how to produce because we had samplers back then, we had MPCs back then, and so being at the project studio late nights is just, I would always watch him do what he did, and then I would actually, jump in, and so that sparked my passion until I went down to Atlanta. Well, not until it continued from when I went down to Atlanta. So,
for sure, that's crazy. That's a crazy way to start the way you doing it, man.
Yeah, man.
It is, man, and it's crazy because you involved in hits like TLC Waterfalls, but then you go to doing something like Coco Melon Strings, man. How do you shift your creative mindset between those two things?
Okay, so again, when I was younger, I was a musician. So we learned music, right? It wasn't just dropping loops and samples and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so you had to learn.
Oh yeah,
you had to read
music notes.
So my brother's a keyboard player. Shout out to my brother Jerry Lumpkins. So he's a keyboard player, and I would sit behind him at church and learn the chords. And so then we had some of the baddest musicians around. I mean, Midwest, Chicago has some of the baddest musicians.
Oh, shout out.
Because if you actually follow, a lot of the tours and stuff, a lot of the musicians are from Chicago. Because, just being in church and learning. Yeah. So that was my background. I actually had to learn music, all right? And drum scores and that kind of thing. So when it comes to music and creating, that's kind of my mindset. I come from that world. So, case in point, whenever I sit down to create a beat or a track, the first thing I do is I play Stevie Wonder, Ribbon in the Sky, because that's one of my favorite songs. But I know how to play that on the keyboard.
You freshen yourself up.
Yeah, that gets me in vibe, you know what I'm saying? In vibe mode. So
it's like a little icebreaker to that.
I
like that.
But see, it's like channeling too, because what happens is once you create or once you like playing, is like all this other just energies come, and then that helps me just, formulate my track. But in terms of so my point I'm trying to make is it's all about being versatile and not just pigeonholed or stuck in one genre. So I could do pop, I can do gospel, I can do hip hop, I can do rock, I can do dance. You know what I mean? Like, that's the world that I come from. So when you say Coco Melon, I can go in the studio and I can do straight R&B, I can do pop, I can do trap, I can do dubstep, whatever. Just wherever, you know what I mean? I gotta put my mindset there first. Then I channel it, and then, so Coco Melon was really, it's kids music, right? But they're like, I mean, me personally, I got like over like 3.85 billion streams on. So, I mean, people may laugh at that, but to my credit, you know what I mean? Like, that's a blessing for me.
It is.
Yeah. So,
Can't knock it.
You learned to connect equipment,
yes, sir.
read music notes,
Yes, sir.
and also still produce beats at the same time.
Yeah.
This is amazing work ethic. That's crazy. That's on a different height.
And you'll
Like,
see
that's
later
on a
that I'm
different
gonna be
level.
DJing because, like, for me, it's all about just inspiration and about staying connected to the music. And so when I get tired of one thing or I get burnt out, I'm not gonna say tired, but I get burnt out,
For sure.
then I need to be a fan again of music. Because we're like surgeons, you know what I'm saying? Doctors when we in there creating music. So we always just, everything's under a microscope as a producer, as an engineer. And sometimes, like, I gotta kind of, you know, shift gears or shift lanes, and so that's why I do DJing, because it puts me in that mindset of being a fan again. I see how music makes the crowd react.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's your process for choosing samples versus arranging original tracks or original music?
What's my process?
Yeah.
Again, I sit down and I just play the keyboard first.
River in the sky.
Yes, sir. I'll just play that first. And then, okay, well, the mindset is actually twofold. Meaning that if I'm working on a project, let's say T.I. hits me up and is like, Rick, I need a track. Then I put my mindset in T.I.'s mind.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? In his world.
Yeah.
But then I know he's gonna want something a little bit different. So then I'll inject what I put into there. You know what I mean? So that's my mindset from one perspective. The other one is if I'm just, I don't know, just creating from scratch, no specific artist, and I'm just creating my own tracks. It's a different mindset. Now I'm not pressured. Even though I work well under pressure, like that's where all my records came and got placed, is because it's funny because all the albums that ever placed my production, I was the last one on the album. And most of them were number 7. So if you do the research on it, like on the TLC stuff, that was number 7. You know, if they knew. On the Sammy stuff, that was number 7. On, you know, any project I've been on, I think of the Millions More Movement with Farrakhan as well, 7. Prince is on the album too, by the way. But yeah, so it's
my great aunt love her some Prince.
yeah. Prince and Michael Jackson is my favorite. So that's kind of where you see musically I come from.
So it sounds like every time you need to do something, you just basically go back to like your musical roots.
Yeah, when I'm really producing a record or creating a record, yeah, I always have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what it is, but you know, it's like so Stevie was one of our legends, one of our greatest, right? So why not play the same chords that he plays to see where he was at, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of puts me in a whole different trajectory of creativity.
So how do you choose what records you're gonna work on at the time? Like, say for instance, you got like 100 submissions. What's gonna be your top pick to, you know, do a project? What does it mean and what is it gonna mean to you?
So let's take it back to the major labels from back in the day to how my process is now. And back in the day, I was signed to a production company called Darp Studios, or Darp. It was Darp, Dallas Austin Recording Projects, and he had producers signed to him, and he had a deal through LaFace/Arista Records back then, and then he went to Free World Capital. So a lot of times, I did a co-publishing deal with him and a co-production deal with him. So they have vested interest, right? Meaning that whatever they get placed, they get a percentage. So they would shop my stuff all I would do is just be in the studio creating. Just, you know what I mean? I literally lived at the studio. I had a room in the studio. So I barely went home, and I remember Master P saying, "You sleep when you die." So that was like, I was working off from 4 hours of sleep back then. So it was nothing but creating. And we had a team of producers and songwriters, so we would create together, put those things on either CD or DAT back then, wow. And then they would shop it. So that took that out the equation for me. Now, fast forward to today, I don't really work like that.
Speaking of fast forwarding to today, how did you like be able to like keep the 90s culture to influence with today's music and stay within?
That's a great question. All I can say about that is music is cyclical. The music business. And I think what happens is, like, if you even think back to like the 70s, so the 80s took stuff from the 70s. 90s took some stuff from the 80s, right? This generation in 2025, 2024, after COVID, they took from the golden era, which is the 90s. They recycled that. Now, I think the key is doing great music, bottom line. And I preach that quite a bit to the new generation. Like, you've got to do great music.
Most definitely. So we're gonna let you, man, it's been too much gems dropping right now. So we're gonna let you get back into that. And we gotta get to you with the break brought to you by Volt Energy Drink. Ignite the charge and fuel the grind. It's Top Boy Zello, Sinister, RB. We'll be right back.
Step onto the stage at Urban Grind Studios, featuring a professional TV set with a full stage, dynamic lighting, and top-tier production capabilities. Whether you're filming a show, recording content, or creating high-quality visuals, we've got the setup to bring your vision to life. We also offer a state-of-the-art podcast studio with a Rodecaster Pro, professional mics, and in-studio monitors for flawless sound. Need crystal-clear wireless audio? Our professional-grade Saramonic wireless audio system with 4 microphones ensures top-quality sound for any production. Our photography studio is perfect for headshots, brand shoots, and content creation with premium lighting and backdrops. Need to record music or voiceovers? Our on-site recording studio is available for high-quality productions. Expand your reach with podcast distribution, TV and radio packages, and exclusive content placement services. And we keep it comfortable, with a fridge stocked for guests, easy parking, and a designated smoking area. Book your session today. Call 1-888-380-1913 or visit urbangrindtv.com.
And we are back. Thought Boy Zello, aka SMG Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, and my co-host,
the Sinister Entertainer, the big CEO, not the little one.
And we definitely got a legend with us, RB, like as I like to call him, Roger Benz.
Let's go. I love that, bro.
What advice do you always share with up-and-coming artists?
I get this asked all the time. So, not only am I still running my production company and my engineering company and my DJ company, but I've been in education for like 20 years. So I always believe, like, to learn, to teach, to love, to recreate. That's my philosophy of life. So I give back to the next generation. So right now I'm working with, can we say the name of the school?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now I'm working with the LA Film School, but I've worked with Full Sail University as well as SAE. And I was department chair, and I always give back to the students. What I say to the next generation, because they're upcoming artists too, is you have to be true to, first and foremost, your music, know your identity, know your market, your fan base, and build organically. You know, like, don't force it, you know what I'm saying? But it has to be good. Like, your stuff is good, bro. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm saying, like, no. That boy, like, so Wally had played me your stuff before, and because I hear so much, we all hear so much, like, we consume so much, like, everything's in 15-second reels nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't catch that artist within that amount of time, you kind of done, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me, if you don't catch your fan base in the amount of time, you're done. But when he played your stuff, bro, I was stuck, like, run that back, you know what I'm saying? Run that video back, run that next video, like,
Right.
because I'm listening to your melody, and I'm listening to, so for everybody that's tuned in, you gotta check out That Boy Zello, because his stuff here is melodic, the production is good, and the melodies is good.
Man,
And the lyrics is bars. So I'm saying that to tell the next artist, like, look, take your time with your music. Don't rush it. You know what I mean? Put it out when you're ready to put it out, not because you've been forced to put it out. Because what happens is, as soon as it's out there, you can't take it back.
Nah, yeah.
It's out there. It's in the
It's in
universe.
the world.
It's over.
It's on the internet.
Cosmos. So it's got to be ready. You know, so take your time, get your graphics right, you know what I'm saying, your visuals right. Make sure you're right with the right, like, if you're doing videos, like, sure, you could do, like, content, you know. Those are typically not so great, but, like, your actual videos, those have to be solid.
They gotta be phenomenal.
Yeah. Get the right cameraman.
Okay,
Man,
man,
that
we
is a
most
blessing to have
definitely
him to tune in, to be able to hear what I got and be able to.
bro.
Man, that's on the next level,
we
man.
most definitely got the right camera crew, man. Urban Grind Media.
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel me?
Good, bro.
But so you score TV, film, children's content.
Mm-hmm.
What field you taking over next?
I don't know if I'm looking to take over, bro. I mean, I'm in a different space right now. So going back to what, you know, today, how I work today, right? Like, I don't really sit down at the computer or the I use Ableton and FL Studio. Like, I don't sit down and create unless I'm inspired to create. Because I feel like that's my best music. Because it's like, I'm not forced to do or fit inside of a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to sit and do a trap record right now, I can do it. I can almost do it with my eyes closed. And I ain't trying to be pompous or anything like that.
But this is what you do.
Yeah.
I
what
had
you
to
do.
learn that too for a minute. Like,
Yeah.
I had to learn, like, that I'm worth what I'm putting out. So
Yeah.
I had to definitely step forward and
Yeah.
feel like, all right, this is what I got to offer.
Yeah.
So you gonna
So-
love it or
Right.
hate it, bro.
Right.
So-
definitely, you definitely show what you can do.
Yeah. So to answer your question in terms of, you know, what I plan on taking over, like, my concentration is not just in music anymore, music business, right? Like, I'm into real estate, you know what I mean? I'm into enlightenment to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? When we go to the next life, like, I'm good there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man,
yeah, I'm building in different lanes, different arenas.
In my opinion, it sounds to me like you just being an artist, bro. That's like all to me, all what you just described, it sounds like you're just being an artist. And to be an artist and not have to worry about certain things, man, that's like living in fuego.
Well, the thing is, it's funny you should say that, because remember I was telling you guys I wanted to be a fan again of music? Because I just have an overload. So when I critique my student stuff, I get like 180 tracks a week. Listen to what I just said. I gotta critique 180 tracks a week. Not the fact that I have to go to some seminars, right? And people always, yo, I'm gonna shoot you some tracks, this, that, and boom, boom, boom. People online, Ricco, check out my track. Then I still mix other people's stuff or produce other people's stuff, so then I'm listening to that. So it's an overload for me. So I gotta be inspired, bro, like, cause everything sounds the same. Like, it's funny, I don't even listen to the radio that often, cause everything just sounds so noisy to me. Versus the analog, I don't know if you guys remember the analog terrestrial radio, where everything was being transmitted
Over
over the airwaves.
Yeah,
It's analog.
I'm up there. I used to go to store buy like mixtape cassettes actually.
Yes,
So
because there's a different feel, and those frequencies hit you differently. I'm all about the digital world because it's just instantaneous, right? But it's like it's just noise to me. Like sometimes it hurts my ears. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay,
Creativity.
so me, I'm like my favorite is Wayne, Lil Wayne, and my other favorite on the female side is like Rihanna. Them the two that I need a collab from when I get up there. I need a collab from Rihanna, and I need a collab from Wayne. Who would you like? What is your dream collab like?
It can't happen anymore.
Boy.
Oh, that's one of those. That's heartbreaking.
Bruh,
See, that's why I didn't say one of mine because one of mine can't happen no more either. Like
I mean,
this world,
yeah.
like, yeah, but that's
Well,
crazy.
see, I'm from the older school, so what collab would I do from the old school? What collab what I do from the new school?
Oh yeah, you are going whichever one you choose.
Whichever one you choose. If you want to, you can do decades. You can do both. If you want to.
So my dream collab would be with Michael Jackson,
Ooh.
Of course,
and Prince.
of course.
That would be my dream collab.
Now,
when I said that I worked
Wait,
on,
ain't that a million people?
yeah,
But
man, that's love though for sure, right there. That's crazy.
And it's funny. I was gonna say Lauryn Hill, but I worked with Lauryn Hill back in the day. So I used to engineer for her down in Miami. But so Michael Jackson and Prince were my favorite artists. In this generation, it would be like, I mean, what genre are we talking though?
I'm gonna go hip hop. That's what man. Yeah, I go
hip-hop.
there.
hip hop still.
I was about to say, my hip hop would be like collabing with Method Man.
Hey, that's
Method Man, right,
for
man.
sure. That could be
I would want to do Biggie, but you know what I'm saying? Pause. I would want to collab.
We got us one.
Yeah, you gotta edit that one out. There's a Bible clip for you, but
Yeah.
I would want to collab with Biggie from back in the day. See, I work with Outkast. I work with Goody Mob. I work with Mobb Deep. Eric Sermon, EPMD. I work with Slick Rick. I work with George Clinton. I work with a lot of people.
With a lot of big names. So what's some projects we can expect coming?
Right now, I'm focusing on my Roger Banks at Sample Pack, and we're gonna be performing a little bit of that a little bit later.
Ooh,
for sure.
He got the big speaker here. It's finna be lit. It's finna be lit, man. Y'all.
And then that's volume 1, so then we're gonna be concentrating on volume 2 here in the next couple months.
Okay. So,
Taj Mahal, I actually did a single for her called Tequila Blue just recently. That's out on all platforms. But yeah, and just I've been collabing with a lot of independent artists here in Chicago. So Terra Firma Equations with Pray 7 and Mr. And I don't want to shout everybody out because I know this Chicago, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of different factions there, so you gotta be careful.
Unfortunately, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, but for sure.
So you got a lot of. Let's take it back a little bit. So let's take it back and bring it back up a little bit, right? So over the years, you had a lot. You had a bag, right? You put a lot of tools in it, man. So what production tool changed your approach to music the most, or which one affected it the most?
You talking back in the day or now?
Can we do both?
Okay. So going back to so I come from the MPC 60 era.
Okay.
So we had sampler, you know what I mean? It's a big machine that, you know, all the samples you drop in from Splice and all these other sites, like you only had like maybe 2 seconds a pad or something like that. So you had to be real creative with that. And then we had the ASR 10, that was the other sampler that I used. And then I love my Roland keyboards. So we used to have the MIDI all that up, and then we had outboard gear, like different tone modules, right? The 1080 to 2080 to 5080s. That's through Roland. But nowadays, I use Ableton. It depends on the genre that I'm creating. So Ableton Live is my go-to DAW. on my MacBook Pro. And then, like if I'm doing some, you know, trap music or some just like hard-hitting music, it's gonna be in FL Studio. And then I'll use like arcade output, sometimes Splice. But let's talk about AI real quick. Because a lot of people, a lot of producers out there and creatives, they're using these different sites, right? And they basically are creating, it's still creativity, but they're like inputting their, what's it called? The text, I mean, the prompts.
The prompts, yeah.
And the prompts are creating the music for them. So there's a big thing with the majors right now where they're trying to sue a lot of these companies that are, because what it does is emulate what's already out there. So, and I've tried it just to see, you know, and to me it's dope. Like Timberland says, it is dope, and he's putting out an AI artist, right? I subscribe to that, but like, I don't know, because I'm a musician, it doesn't feel right.
It don't sit right with you.
Yeah, because I don't feel like, even though I prompted it, and it's my prompt, but it's just like, dang, I don't know about that, bro. Either I'll re-sample it or I'll recreate it myself. So those are the tools that are at our fingertips now.
Sounds like you'd rather have a hand-on.
I gotta be.
A hand-on approach to it.
I gotta
be. You're a musician, so.
So you know the AI, anti-AI.
I'm not anti-AI.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Listen.
It's another tool. It's just
a tool.
I think it's more of a, it's a preference between who gonna use it and their views on.
Not in that level of lane, right? So not in that lane, right?
What do you mean in that lane?
Basically not in the production lane of the area, right?
Again, I'm not anti-AI. I'm just saying that for me personally as a creative, use it as like a sample. Like, you know what I mean? Like sampling been around for years. It's the crux of hip hop, right? And so we as creatives or producers we'll bring in a sample and we'll filter it, we'll chop it, we'll reverse it, you know what I mean? Like we'll create it and make it ours. I think that's the way that AI should be used as well. But that's just my philosophy.
For sure, man. Tell them where they can get more gems from you at and where they can find you at and lock in with you, because this is just so much to just like throw out there for free, for real.
Hey, the game.
I appreciate that, bro. But my social media handles is at Roger Bangs, RAJABANGZ. Or believe it or not, I still check my Facebook at RiccoLumpkins.com. I mean, at Ricco Lumpkins, and it's 2 C's, RICCO. So people ask where Roger Bangs come from. I used to be known as Speaker Bangers for a little bit. And there was a guy that came, I think he was out of Charlotte, I think he did the Roddy Ricch stuff, and he was blowing up under the name Speaker Bangers. So people would hit me and be like, yo, Rick, did you do this? That Roddy Ricch, blah, 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 you did this? I'm like, nah, I ain't. I was like, unless he got one of my tracks from BeatStars or something. But, so I shortened my legal name, which is Ricciano James. That's my first and middle name. And you take Ricciano, the R-A from Ricciano, and J-A from James, and I just put them together, Roger Bangs. So
Roger
Speaker Bangers, I took that Bangs and like, so I'm gonna trademark that here pretty soon. I might need to get with Wally to help me on that.
For sure.
Right here,
UGTV.
Urban
Grind. One-stop shop, baby.
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. So, Ricco Lumpkins, man, thanks for sharing your journey and insights today, man. You dropped some real gems, man. I can't wait for
OGs.
the OGs, not the OGs, just the OGs. But I can't wait for the little mixing going on, man. It's finna be lit once again.
I gotta stay tuned, man. For sure. Y'all already know. Thanks for listening. Follow us at UrbanGrindRadio.com on all social medias, Urban Grind Radio. This is Urban Grind Radio. Ignite the charge and fuel the grind
with Vote Energy Drink, man. Peace.
Attention artists, producers, and record labels. Are you ready to elevate your music career? Urban Grind TV will get your music video on BET Jams. That's right, guaranteed airplay for your music video on BET Jams. You'll receive a minimum of 6 to 12 plays, gaining you massive exposure to fans and industry insiders. Just contact Urban Grind TV and we take care of everything. The professional video preparation, the closed captioning, the submission and the music video placement with the results guaranteed. Just contact Urban Grind TV, send us your file via WeTransfer, complete the payment securely on our website, urbangrindtv.com, and we handle the rest. All you need to do is call 888-380-1913 and visit urbangrindtv.com to get started today. Urban Grind TV, where your music meets the spotlight.
Hey, SMG, Zello.
Hey yo, Rio, súbela ahí.
I just need some diamonds around my neck. I just need a bitch to suck it good to count the check. I don't need the bag, boy, I just need the net. I just need a crib for my OG without the rest. I'm smoking this OG right out of Zah, I smoke the rest. And we ain't beefing about a bitch and figure out we make a mess. I got a couple shooters, I'm not stating they the best, but Brody knocked them off when he last shots about to take. I just need a pound, I heard duty on the road. I just hit this lick, I'm trying to get up on the scope. I just need the game, I need the cheat, I need the code. I don't need attention from no dirty asshole. I heard she trying to get icy, I can get pricey, you cannot buy me. I walk in this bitch is invited, you can supply me, I fuck up a tight beat. I'm cooking this shit like I'm brewing, I'm putting the stew in and she wanna try me. They watching the shit that I'm doing, I got an influence, but they do not like me. I'm hitting her shit from the back, if she got a check, then she in a wreck. She trying to say that I'm the best, don't feel like the rest, I'm choking her neck. I told her I'd rather get money, don't think like a dummy, like I'm at a desk. My niggas ain't doing no running, they keeping they coming, the chopper got flex. I just need some diamonds around my neck. I just need a bitch to suck it good to count the check. I don't need the bag, boy, I just need the net. I just need a crib for my OG without the rest. I'm smoking this OG right out of Zah, I smoke the rest. And we ain't beefing about a bitch and figure out we make a mess. I got a couple shooters, I'm not stating they the best, but Brody knocked them off when he last shots about to take.
We gonna move, we gonna let him move.
When the grind never quits, power up with Volt Energy Drink. Feel the surge of natural guarana caffeine and cane sugar that kicks your hustle into overdrive. From early morning brainstorms to intense workouts, Volt keeps your focus razor sharp and your energy unstoppable. Choose from Yellow Energy Guarana flavor, Blue Energy Blueberry, and Dark Energy Berries flavor, each one packed with clean energy. No jitters, no crash, just sustained power to help you own every moment. Volt Energy Drink, ignite the charge, fuel the grind. Whether you're hustling at the desk, hitting the gym, or chasing your next big idea, Volt has your back. Volt Energy Drink, drink up and follow at Volt Energy USA. Available now at Pete's Market, Rio Valley Market, Farmer's Best Market, Fiesta Market, and Oak Farms Market.
What's happening? It's your guy Wally, aka Mr. Music is My Business. And welcome back to Urban Grind Radio. We are blasting from Phoenix all the way to London, England, and we got a really dope show today.
Man, we got Violator All-Star DJ Showtime on the ones and twos. Hit urbangrindradio.com for archives and exclusive mixes. Let's get into it.
That's right. So you're tuned in to Urban Grind Radio, where hip hop lives and legends rise. And today we're chopping it up with an artist whose grind is paying off in real time.
Straight out of Mississippi, repping Texas, and now charting nationally, he's the man behind John Wick Chronicles Volume 1, Undefined Gravity, which just hit number 49 on iTunes Hip Hop Album
Number
charts.
49. Let's give it up, man. Number 49. That is top 50, man. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
That's all good. Also ranked number 2 and number 8 on 2 major Amazon charts.
So number 2, that's all right. Just give it up, man. J.Sipp, that was like best sellers and like hot new releases.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the first. You know what? Jay was, man. My man, I got a billboard. My man did 3. He brought home 3 plaques with us today. So I'm really excited about that, man. Let's give it up for our guy J.Sipp. Welcome to Urban Grind Radio, fam.
Urban Grind Radio, man.
Let's go.
First off,
J.Sipp, man.
Congratulations on the iTunes, the Amazon streaming platforms. They are blowing up. The first thing I want to know is, what was the moment like seeing your name on the music charts next to all these heavy legends?
It's like, you know, you don't know how to feel when you just used to doing it and for a minute and you're not seeing, you know, the certain results you want to see. You seeing results, but not that big of a result, you know. So it was a good feeling, you know, make me want to get back up there again.
Okay. So you said your sound is like savory ice cream. That's wild but real, right?
Yeah.
Break that down for us. What's that flavor bring to hip hop?
I think it brings a different type of blend, the old with the new. You know, with good bars that hip hop can appreciate, but a little bit simpleness in there that, you know, the trap people, you know, the people that's still out there bumping the 808s hard in that region, they can still appreciate it too. They may not catch the bars right there, you know, that's why it's savory. You might catch that later.
It sits with you.
Yeah, it sit with you. Then when you catch it later, you're like, dang, let me go back and listen to what he said and listen, you know, to the lyrics.
Replayability.
Let's take it back to Mississippi. Growing up, your pops had a club.
Yeah.
Right? So you actually got to see artists and people performing live. How did that shape your passion for the game? I mean, that's like an insider thing.
Man, it's just always like, that was just natural, me seeing different artists come in the city all the time. My pops with them, me there setting up sound equipment with them, being in the way, you know. It was just like, man, I want to be able to do that one day. I want to be able to get paid to come to the city and, you know, be able to be embraced by them and make money and make a living for my family. I want to be able to do that one day. I wanted to be able to do that one day.
Do you remember any notable artists or performances that you might have saw? Like, give us one or two.
8 Ball and MJG. Ooh. I met them when I was 10. My brother was 1.
He said 10.
10. We got a picture together. Hey. And then Ray Cash, Lil Boosie, Webby. I remember the Juvenile always coming.
Okay.
Juice Man used to come. He came when I was like in high school back then before he came down. But my dad brought a lot of big people in the city back then, man.
Okay. Man, that's an awesome thing, bro, to get all those pictures with those different, even at a young age. So, your album, John Wick Chronicles, Volume 1, is more than bars. It's storytelling. What do you want the people to feel when they hit play on your song?
I just want them to feel like it's a movie when it's coming on, and it's like a soundtrack going through. You know, you can play it straight through. It's just something you jam to get through the day. You know, you getting ready to go out. It's just a vibe. You know, the whole track list is just a vibe.
So. I'm taken aback about the title too. So, why title it John Wick Chronicles?
Because I really liked the movie at the time, and I was like thinking about kind of what Metro Boomin just did, the old rap, when people was just having fun. And you know, they not rapping about spinning and shooting all the time. Like, you don't hear that in my bars. Like, you'll never hear that in what I'm rapping about. My old stuff when I was younger, yeah, but not now, you know. I don't wanna, I know I got on top of it a little bit, but
no,
you won't hear that in my bars, you know. I'm just trying to get you through the day, a change of vibe to a good one, you know.
This is a great project. I want people to remember when he said like you could turn it on and vibe to it. We were vibing to it right now during this photo shoot before we got started. We just put the album on, and the man, he didn't chart a single. His actual whole album charted on the charts. So that's saying like people are buying it, they're tapping in, and it's something that you can kind of put on and do your thing. Now you've been compared to other artists. You know, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but it's maybe something to recognize, like people like Moneybagg Yo and other artists, right? He laughs when I said it, but your style is unique. You've got gospel, you've got reggaeton, you even got rock elements. Is this intentional, or is this kind of just who you are?
It's just kind of who I am. Just growing up, the different music I heard in my household. Like, my dad had a variety of different music, mostly jazz, you know. So I came up off a lot of different music, including gospel. My dad always played that as well. So
from Boosie to gospel, that's a pretty diverse
Man,
music like taste.
It's crazy, right? But that's how I grew up, man. Like, that's what I like to listen to, and that's what I heard growing up. It was a mixture of all that, you know.
So, you're no stranger to the stage either. So you rock with people like Webby, Drez, Deshaun, D-Baby, and more. What's your mindset when it's time to perform?
Just eliminate all distractions out of my mind and just focus, you know? Because it's easy to get distracted when you're in front of a lot of people. And, you know, they don't know who you are. They don't care to know who you is. They wait for the, you know, probably the headliner when you starting out grinding like this. So you guys gotta make sure you're on point, and when it's your turn, make sure you're ready.
I've seen that in a lot of showcases too, right? So maybe they came to see somebody else
Right.
that's 3 acts later on, but there's still an audience and there's still an opportunity there to conversion, right? To make a fan base. A lot of people don't know you actually work behind the booth and in the classroom. Right now, my man is studying audio engineering and production, and he's a military veteran too. So salute to my brothers, man, that served. My man served on active duty in the Army, airborne. He was jumping out of planes, right? He was doing it. So big shout out to him, because I was not jumping out of anything.
I was young then, man.
Now you're doing the engineering, you're doing the production, you're using you know, your talents to really diverse yourself. How does that help you level up, you know, creatively?
Oh man, it helps me level up unimaginably to me. It gives me a different arsenal in my holster, because I ain't just an artist. I can go produce, I can record you, I can mix and master the track, I can do whatever you want me to do, you know. So it's a different feeling when you know you learning as you go too. You doing it at the same time you learning. So it's like, you know, it's a good feeling.
Isn't it cool? Like you get like if it was a meal, you get to break down all of the flavors and the ingredients, right? Yeah. To create music.
Right.
All of the spices.
Right.
Man, listen, we got more coming up with J.Sipp. We're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, we got more with J.Sipp from the Sipp. This is Urban Grind Radio. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Are you an artist, model, or entertainer? Do you need help with bookings, castings, or even engagement on your platforms? Hit up Urban Grind TV today and let them get you right.
What's going on? It's your boy Wally, aka Mr. Music Is My Business from Urban Grind TV. I'm here to announce my brand new book is out. It's available everywhere books are sold. It's titled Music Is My Business, the ultimate startup guide to the music business. You can check it out at musicbusinessebook.com, Amazon Books, Barnes & Nobles, and everywhere that books are sold. And it will help you turn your love for music into a sustainable career. Check us out, musicbusinessebook.com.
Welcome back. It's your boy, Sinister the Entertainer, the big CEO, not the little man. We back from our quick vote break, man, and we're here with J.Sipp. So let's get right back into this, man. So let's talk about your work with Urban Grind TV, man. Family, right?
Right.
You've been pushing the brand heavy, and the momentum is crazy. How did y'all connect, and what's that experience been like?
We connected through a page where I was performing in St. Louis. I think those guys are based from out of here in Chicago. I think that's how I saw the page. I can't remember specifically.
Actually, I was headhunting I was headhunting, I was searching for artists. And I think you did perform somewhere, and I seen there was some mutual friends.
Okay.
But I was actually headhunting. I'm doing my A&R, my executive producer job, and I came across him, and I thought his stuff was dope. I thought his look was different than most people I've seen. And I just shot my shot. I was like, man, what's up, right? I hit you up. And I asked him a simple question that I ask a lot of people. And I said, hey, are you getting the exposure you deserve? That was it. No sales, right? No lying. Like, that's it. Like, and we sitting here today.
Right.
Man.
But how's the experience been?
It's been good, man.
Been good.
It's been wonderful.
Okay, so you basically family now. You charted, man. And the music really is a vibe.
That's right. You got music plaques, you're doing mentorships, you got live shows coming up, and you're still giving back. You're currently working with the Boys and Girls Club, right? And there's some other community efforts. I want you the people listening at home that are tapping in, I want you to tell them, why is that important to you?
It's because this is where I grew up, this is where I came from. So it wouldn't be right if I don't go back and do things like that.
Shout out, tell them where you from in the SIP.
Meridian, Mississippi.
Meridian, Mississippi.
Meridian.
Yeah.
Shout out, I got ties down there too, bro.
That's right. and my man came in all the way from Texas to join us today, right? All the way from Texas, man. He made the big haul, so we really appreciate you. We're rolling out the red carpet for him and our other guests today, man.
So, for the people listening right now, new fans, DJs, show promoters, how can they tap in with you? Stream the project or even know what you're doing or what's part of you building, man?
They can follow me on all social media platforms. It's all the same. J.Sipp, my name, J.S.I.P.P, and then 601, the area code where I'm from. And you can find me on all those. You can inbox me directly if it's a feature. I got my manager at the top of my page. You got to contact directly him for that. But anything else, you can hit me.
That's right, man. Anybody you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
God first, my parents, my fiance, and my little brother. Yeah, my little knucklehead.
Shout out little bro, man. Thank you, man. J.Sipp is proof that when you bet on yourself, you win differently. Congratulations on the success. And we know there's more coming. We look forward to having him back on the air when his plaques coming.
Man, we got to, bro. We got to.
It's being produced right now, so, you know, we got to roll it out. He'll be back up here with us again, and he's going to be getting his plaque, man. We're really excited. Man. Number 49, iTunes, top album charts, J.Sipp, the John Wick Chronicles.
John Wick Chronicles
/ Undefined Gravity.
Go stream John Wick Chronicles Volume 1, man. Undefined Gravity right now. Follow him at J.Sipp 601 and lock in while the movement is climbing.
That's right. You're listening to Urban Grind Radio, and we are powered by Volt Energy Drink. Ignite the grind and fuel the charge. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go nowhere. When we come back, we have more Urban Grind Radio live from Chicago, and we're going to do a music debut during the break, man. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. It's Urban Grind Radio. Let's get it, bro.
This is J.Sipp, and you're listening to Urban Grind Radio.
Yo, what's the word? It's SMG Zello, aka Thought Boy Zello, the Talk A Lot artist, man. In the beginning, it was hard for me to get exclusives and to get promo for my music. But guess what? UGTV has that, man. Call the number below, and they will help you out, man. It was the best thing I did for myself.
What's going on? Welcome back to Urban Grind Radio. My name is Wally, aka Mr. Music Is My Business.
And this is Randy Turco, author of Making Money with Music. And today we've got a segment called Making Money with Music. I'm really glad that we thought of doing this, and because we talk a lot. We both manage artists. We're actually both in the music industry, and part of this is to talk about what it's like from the inside. So for those of you who are fans of music, you can hear how it goes. For those of you who are inside the industry or want to break your way in, here's the type of stuff that I think everybody really needs to know.
Absolutely, and that's how do I make money with my music?
Right.
That's like the #1 question I think I've heard for 20 years.
You know, it's the #1 thing. The reason why this even exists is because we kept getting the question after releasing our first book, Indie Band Survival Guide, and we were speaking across the country. People kept asking, well, how do I make money? And I just started to document every single way I could find to make money with your music. Well, it turns out that when I gave this talk, first time I gave this talk was at a Grammy chapter in San Francisco. And I had labels coming up to me saying, hey, you had a lot of really good ideas. There are some things I didn't know. And when I found out that labels actually don't always cover all these things, I realized nobody really focuses on the money part of things. Now, everybody who's an artist out here thinks that thinking about money maybe is the type of thing that'll kill your creativity. The truth is, this is where you're going to bring all your creativity to it if you do it in the right way. So I thought today, you know, I had an idea of what to cover because we're starting the live stream here for Urban Grind Radio. So those of you listening on the radio right now, we do a live stream. We're going to be doing it around, what, 7:30?
Yeah, between 7:30. They can tap in with us. 7:30
on Wednesdays is when we're doing it.
Central time.
Central time, that's right, because we're right here in the Windy City in Chicago, right in the middle of the country. And one of the things that comes up very often and was one of the bigger talks that I did during the pandemic was how to make money from your live stream. Now, a lot of times we're going to see a lot of musicians and a lot of producers and especially managers trying to get on live streams, trying to get on all kinds of shows. And that's great, but it doesn't help you if you can't actually bring the fans to and through the money, is the way I like to put it.
To and through the money.
To and through the money. That's also true of all of the promotion you do. But when you're talking about the live stream, how do you make money from it? Well, in our case, here's one of the key income streams. It doesn't make sense for something like a radio show like we have, but for an artist, if you're going to do a live show, you should at least have a way for people to give you tips. So your Venmo, PayPal me, anything like that, you can be out there. And actually, I've seen it where people will put it in the view, and those of you on the radio can't see what I'm doing, but those of you on the live stream can see. I've got my hand right in front of it. If you actually put it right in front of you as a sign that's always up there all the time, or you use OBS and you say, here's my Venmo, here's my PayPal link, they actually can tip you as you go. Now, if you're doing something like YouTube, which we're doing right over there, the live stream, and you're monetized, you can actually do things like super chats, where people are actually paying money in order to even get a comment in front of you right now.
I'm glad you talked about tipping because you know what? The more places that I eat out, even if it's like self-service, they ask for a tip.
Yes.
Except El Milagro. You guys got to start asking for tips because you deserve it. I am appalled there's no tip thing on there. I need you guys to go ahead and make that change. But everybody else, if I got to get my own stuff and I have to get everything, they ask for a tip. So I think if people are entertaining you and they're giving you their creativity and their time and their emotion, they should be compensated for it. Give them a tip.
That's right.
And this is a tipping culture now. Things have changed a lot more. Most people don't carry cash anyways, and it pops up. It'll tell you like 10, 15, 20, like whatever percent you want to give. So I think you're right on time with it.
And, you know, beyond that, if you think about it, and I'm talking to the live streamers right here that are seeing this, it's like every surface that you have that's visible, and we're still working on the angles and all this kind of stuff matters. Everything that you can see on the screen, some of that stuff is actually valuable to you. So that could be ad space that you sell.
Real estate.
Real estate. Right now, we've got some cans of Volt, which is our sponsor. We just did the commercial for it over the weekend.
Yes.
And all these things actually matter. So that's another way you can actually make money from what you have. Once you have eyeballs and earballs, if you're have people listening.
Right.
You actually have a chance to sell ad space and do things like that because you've worked hard in order to get those fans in. And the truth is, if you've got the right kind of brands, the right kind of sponsors that come along with it, it actually makes a lot of sense to put it in front of people.
It does. Earballs. That's a new one I picked up today. I will be keeping that one with me. I'll probably reuse it, the earballs.
Eyeballs and earballs.
Yes.
So here's another one. The next thing you can do is, of course, you can do live streams. You should do live streams for free. You should get as many people as hooked as you can and get people out there. Like we keep expanding our show syndication. We've got over 400,000 people we're hitting. We're going to be growing that hugely very soon. And, you can have a lot of people watching it, but the truth is you want to actually be able to pull them to some of the exclusive content and actually make it part of a special thing that you can do for a membership. So if you've got Patreon or if you've got some way to make memberships, and there's a lot of ways to do it, we don't have a lot of time to talk about it on this segment, but you can do things like MemberPress. If you guys know WordPress or anything good at that, you can actually gate some of the content, which is a good thing, especially like we had an artist up here earlier. If he wanted to give his tracks so that they could be remixed, if he likes that kind of thing, you can actually do that and lock that up so that they can be like, say, $10 members to get the raw tracks.
Right.
And so now the same stuff that you got out there for free, the same stuff that you're entertaining people with, you actually have a special point where some of the fans that really love you have a way to not only support you, but participate and get to be part of what you're doing.
That's amazing. And I know we're about to go to break, but what do you say to those people at home, those artists, they're just starting out, they're like, Randy, I got 100 subscribers. Should I still do it?
You should do it from zero. I mean, in fact, there's a lot of things you can do. Interestingly, where from your very first fan, you can start making money from that. Maybe we'll catch that after the break. But the truth is, where you are is no indicator where you're going to get. And Wally, you've seen that more than anybody else. You're a legend here in Chicago. You've been around for 16 years and 30 seasons of this. And some of the people that you had in their early career when they had different haircuts and they were just kids, they're big now. So, like, you always start somewhere, but you go places after that.
That's right. They say the journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. So go ahead and kick it off one. And while we go to break, man, make sure you go ahead and follow at Urban Grind TV, Urban Grind Radio. Make sure you go get the book, Making Money with Music, Randy Churko and Jason Feehan. This is Urban Grind Radio. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after the break. Let's get it.